This is the DEFCON warning system. Alert status for 9 p.m. Saturday, May 1st, 2010. Condition green. DEFCON 5. Condition green. DEFCON 5. Condition green. DEFCON 5. There are currently no imminent nuclear threats against the United States at this time. The United States has revamped its nuclear policy, ending development of new nuclear weapons and forswearing use of nuclear weapons against non-nuclear states. This policy, however, has explicitly been stated to not apply to countries like North Korea and Iran, which Iran has interpreted as a direct threat of nuclear attack. In response to this, Iran has stated that should the United States attack Iran, the US would come under nuclear attack itself. It should be noted, however, that Iran has left vague as to who exactly would respond with nuclear weapons. An agreement between the United States and Russia has been made in which nuclear warheads would be reduced on each side by 1/3 over 7 years, and that 34 tons of weapons-grade plutonium would be destroyed. It should be noted that the agreement has not yet been ratified by either country and that the agreement contains no verification or enforcement provisions. In a further disarming move, the United States has cut back on its NASA space program, which will ultimately push back technological development needed to continue to modernize its defenses. On the conventional front, the US is considering support for a new generation of high-speed missiles that can strike anywhere within an hour. Critics have charged that the system would make it difficult for countries to differentiate between this type of conventional attack or nuclear attack, raising the specter of accidental nuclear war. Iran continues to make significant progress as Russia is planning to sell to the country Club K container missile systems, which hides a cruise missile from radar, capable of destroying an aircraft carrier. China has also helped Iran by selling to that country the world's fastest speedboat for use in delivering high-speed torpedoes. China also refuses to agree to additional sanctions or military action against Iran, due to China's dependence on oil agreements with that country. On the nuclear front, Iran has struck a deal with Zimbabwe to mine uranium, and has created third-generation centrifuges to accelerate uranium enrichment. Tensions between Islamic forces and the State of Israel are reaching higher levels as groups rearm for another attack against the Jewish state. Conventional wisdom among Middle East entities are in agreement that a new war is likely, especially now that Israel, without support from the United States, stands alone. The DEFCON warning system is a private enterprise which monitors world events and assesses nuclear threats against the United States by national entities. It does not evaluate individual terrorist threats and does not report on them except in cases of hard intelligence. The public should make their own evaluations and not rely on the DEFCON warning system for any strategic planning. At all times, citizens are urged to learn what steps to take in the event of a nuclear attack. If this had been an actual attack, the DEFCON warning system will give radiation readings for areas that are reported to it. Your readings will vary. This system serves the Kettle Falls area of northeast Washington. Official news sources will have radiation readings for your area. For immediate updates, go to www.defconwarningsystem.com. Breaking news and important information can be found on the DEFCON warning system message board. You may also subscribe to the YouTube channel DEFCON warning system. However, YouTube updates may be delayed by several hours due to server load. The next scheduled update is 9 p.m. Pacific Time, June 1st, 2010. Additional updates will be made as the situation warrants, with more frequent updates at higher alert levels. This concludes this broadcast of the DEFCON warning system.